We're going to pick up Report 8158 again in Lesson 83. Let's follow through from GDP again. Move to Lesson 83. Find Report 8158 continued. Double-click. Notice that we're going to be adding clip art this time. Then click Next. And then click Open Report 8158B to create Report 8158C. This should be the document you've been working on. It should have your headers starting on page 2. And we are already on page 4 of this report. So at this point, place your insertion point after the last paragraph and hit Enter twice. Type all of the text as shown here from conflict resolution through page 315, finishing with there is also the element of time paragraph. Then we're going to move to the quoted paragraph in the language section, and it begins with a business person must change his or her expectations. Select that paragraph, move to the paragraph group, and change the indentation to a 1/2 inch on the left and 1/2 inch on the right. Then we need to insert the footnote for that long quotation. Move to the References tab, click Insert Footnote, and then type the 4th footnote as shown, remembering to italicize the name of the book. Now we're going to move to step 5 and insert clip art, which is related to communication and similar to the example on page 314 in your book. Notice that you should have completed the lesson in your word processing manual for lesson 83, which gives you instruction on inserting clip art. I'm going to assume that you've done that and follow the process here to insert our clip art 1 inch square at the right margin, even with the first line of the language paragraph. So I'm going to click in that first line, move to Insert, Clip Art. I'm going to search for communication. Okay, I see the very one that was in the book, so I'm going to use that. And if you have your ruler on, you can do this by eye to make it about 1 inch. Move it over to the right margin. Now notice the text isn't wrapping. So what we need to do is right-click and change text wrapping to square. And there you'll notice if you have show height on how it is anchored in position. Okay, moving to step 6, we're going to insert clip art related to time and similar to the example in your text. So let's move down to the space and time section. And this time we are to set our clip art even with the first line in the second paragraph of this section. Move back to clip art. This time search for time. All of your clip art in a particular report should be of a similar style. I don't know if you will get more results than I did, but I'm going to use the one that I found here. Insert it. Resize it to about 1 inch by 1 inch. And move it to even with the first line at the right side of the margin. Now don't move it into the margin. That means keep it inside the margin, but just right up against it. So we're going to right-click, text wrap, square with the paragraph wraps. All right, that's our clip art. So we're going to now apply our heading style 3 to the paragraph headings. We've got several in this section. So starting with conflict resolution, select through the period, and then on your home tab, click heading 3 style, intimacy and relationships, heading 3, language, male and female roles, space, and time. Okay, the instruction about applying manual page breaks as needed, you can save that into the last step if you like, but you'll want to be sure that you haven't left any headings stranded at the bottom of the page and that it's breaking as it should for good style. All right, then to be sure that you haven't inadvertently applied your style to some other part of your report, be sure that everything else in the body of your report is Calibri font 12. Then you're ready to return to GDP. Score and review your text to 0 errors. Then we'll pick up this report for the last time in Lesson 84.